Sometimes we don't want to look at ourselves because we are so afraid of what we're going to see. Isolation is a powerful tool in growing. If you're growing, you're learning, you're trying to be your own self, then isolation is probably what you need. Stop running away. Look inward. Look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself inside your mind, your body, your heart, and truly see what is inside. Hi, I'm Ruthie. If you're new here, welcome. I post videos every week that will help you move your life from where you are now to where you really want to be. If you want to join our community, hit the subscribe button and send love to someone in the comments because we love you too. I want to read something to you. Isolation isn't just solitude, it's a powerful catalyst for transformation, a sacred space where you reconnect with your true self. It sharpens your focus and unlocks your potential. In a world screaming for your attention, choosing to step away is the ultimate form of strength. They say attention span is short, da 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 da. I don't believe that. I believe it's a choice. If you want to scroll endlessly on your phone, it is your choice. Don't blame it on no attention. We keep coming up with words just to justify ourselves and where we are at in life, but Elon Musk attention span is not too short. Bill Gates attention span is not too short. They are making money. They are successful in their field. A lot of people choose to close the app, close their phones, drop it, and go and do something else. So please, next time, don't blame your attention span. Blame yourself because you can actually choose. It's a choice. Everything is a choice. You choosing to watch Netflix all day is a choice. You choosing to scroll on your phone is a choice. Isolation, though, would help you make those choices better. When you isolate yourself, you are forced to look within. Jesus isolated himself for 40 days to be able to kickstart his ministry. And a lot of things also come out of isolation. If you're always running away into something, then that is your sign to actually slow down and look in. Maybe there's something you're running away from. Maybe there's a situation you've been running away from. Maybe there's a trauma. There was this day I was just sitting, I just finished praying in the morning. I wasn't even asking God to heal me. I wasn't looking into me that day, but I was sad. I had to look inwards and there was a particular thing that I hadn't healed from. And I didn't even realize this because I always say that I've moved on from this particular thing. When I tell you, when this wound was reopened, I cried my eyes out. I prayed about it and I healed. That was the day I knew that I wasn't just running away from looking inward or looking at that thing again because I thought I was healed. I was really running away from it because I didn't want to look deep enough to see me, to see the broken version of myself, to see that version of myself that I let go, to see that version of myself that I disappointed. And that is where most of us, or some of us, are in life. But if you don't look at it, it will not heal. It will not magically heal. Healing happens in isolation. Growth happens in isolation. In fact, stability happens in isolation. Sometimes you just want to be out of the noise. You want to be out of your parents, your friends, your partners. You just want to sit with yourself. Just need to sit with yourself. And I promise you a lot of great things happen there. A lot of great miracles happen in isolation. Isolation is also a catalyst for success. If, for example, you're about to undergo a business or a decision, a life changing decision, you need to sit with it for a while. You need to sit with it in the quiet, you need to sit with it in solitude to actually understand this decision. So make sure you're forming this decision from a place of information, understanding, and from a place that aligns with your values so that you don't run off on the noise and just make decisions based on other people's opinions or other people's values and all that. Sitting in isolation does something for your mind. It creates trust. It shows that, oh, if I do sit down, I can heal myself. If I do sit down, I can talk to myself. And as an adult, you don't expect anybody to talk to you. You don't expect anybody to correct you. Like, I'm at a point in my life where sometimes I do crave, like, oh, I wish there was somebody I could call, or there's somebody I could talk to, or there's somebody, that I can share this with that would actually advise me. Apart from, I don't know, maybe I'm just picky when it comes to people, but I'm the kind of person that I know how to self-soothe. I know how to heal myself. I just need to talk to God about it, honestly. So apart from God, I don't think there's any other person that I talk to with my personal problems. I just sit with it. And the truth is, when you sit with certain things, you see that it literally just plays out itself. It's the way would come, the thoughts that would change everything would come, the solution would come, the advice would come. It just needs to flow from your heart. I always say, you know what you're doing. You just need to trust yourself. Maybe you need to take a day or two. Maybe you need to take an evening, sit by yourself, maybe a night. I feel for me, I think better in the quiet. So it's usually like evening, night, or early morning. That's another thing where it comes with knowing yourself. Know how you like to think, know how you like to sit and solve your problems. If you're the type that actually needs people, there's no shame in that. We all need people, we all need friends, we all need partners, we all need parents, right? But if you're the kind of person that has deeply built trust in only other people, then you need isolation. Because it just shows you don't trust yourself. It just shows you believe other people more than you believe yourself. And that's not a bad thing. It just shows that you're not confident enough in your decision. And you should be. Because you're literally the person that is with you the most. You're with yourself more than any other person. So you should be able to sit with yourself. You should be able to look at yourself. Some people don't look at themselves because they feel like they're not beautiful. Some people don't look at themselves because they think, oh, they are the worst. Maybe they've done so much evil or so much bad stuff. You can't look at yourself. You're feeling guilty. You're feeling shame. Isolation would deal with that because it forces you to look at yourself. I don't know. It's not the physical looking like in the mirror. It's like deep internal looking, deep internal work. And it actually is not easy. It might sound very easy or whatever, but it's not easy. It's something you need to learn, it's something you need to cultivate. And then over time, you'll be able to do it subconsciously. But the first time, it might not be easy. The first time, it wasn't easy for me either. But for me, I was forced into it. So if you're not yet forced into it, it's the best time to cultivate it, I promise you, because when life forces you to do stuff, it's even more painful. When I had to do some isolation and some introspection is the word I've been looking for. To do some introspection, I was forced because I was literally, in a point where I was kind of depressed. So I didn't even want to mingle with people. I was literally in my room. I was reading books. I was consuming information and just looking into myself, judging myself. Isolation can also be judging yourself, which is cool. Like, you need to know what you're doing wrong to be able to know what you can do right. So you need to look at yourself. You need to tell yourself, oh, this thing you're doing is actually wrong. And this is a better thing that you can do. That is what isolation does for you. I want to quickly highlight a few importance of isolation. So number one is clarity. If you're struggling with a decision, isolation is going to show you how to go about it, how to deal with it. Just make sure when you're isolating, you're not just isolating with, maybe you don't have enough information, you haven't been reading books, you haven't been consuming knowledge. So when you're isolating, try to consume as much information as possible. Read books, read the word of God, you know, consume as much knowledge because it's from that knowledge you're going to draw and give yourself clarity. Number two, mental resilience and growth. I feel like we've already talked about this already. You just grow mentally. You see some people, you just see them show up in the world with some kind of badass aura. I swear life has whooped them so much that they had no other choice but to be strong, be resilient. And how does that form? By isolation. You see that they don't have a lot of friends. You see that they don't talk to a lot of people. That is what isolation does for you. It builds your mental capacity, it builds resilience, and it builds growth. Number three, it boosts productivity. Now, compare it from when you have a lot of friends calling you, oh, let's hang out, and what are you doing today, let's gist, and then your life when you don't have a lot of those noise, you actually get things done. Like right now, I don't have any distraction. In fact, my biggest distraction is me. Once I'm not distracted by moments of pleasure, I'm focused on my work, I'm locked in on my work, I'm shooting my videos, I'm editing them. Number four, independence. You're able to depend on yourself, you're able to rely on yourself, and you're able to trust yourself. What is independence? Independence is knowing that you can stand on your 2 feet. Independence is knowing that, oh, if I have a problem, I can actually solve it. Independence is trusting yourself that you can do those things you rely on other people to do. When they say a country has its independence, what does it mean? People can finally handle your business. People can finally take care of your constituents. You can finally take care of your people. You don't need us anymore. That is what independence is in life for you and for me. And that is what isolation does. It gives you your independence, honestly. And who doesn't want that? And finally, number five, spiritual and personal renewal. I gave an example saying how Jesus went on a 40 days isolation. So if you're a Christian and you want to actually, grow spiritually, that is a very good way to also do it. You can even add fasting and reading the word with it, but you don't really need to fast and pray for isolation to happen. You can actually just isolate. When you isolate, your mind removes it. So you won't even be thinking about food. You'll not even be thinking about, oh, pleasure or whatever. You just be focused on like what you're here to do. Okay, from today I'm isolating from social media. I'm not pressing my phone, I'm not scrolling, I'm not watching movies, I'm reading a book, and I'm thinking of my life. I'm thinking about what's the next thing to do. I'm thinking about a major decision that I want to take, and that brings spiritual growth. And always write. Another tip I would throw in for isolation is to write whatever you find in isolation. Write it down. Whatever thought you come up with, whatever solution you come up with, whatever idea you come up with, write it down. You will go back to it a few times in your life, and it will honestly help you. Okay guys, that's all from me today. I'll see you guys in my next video.